Don't you know the price of life comes close to a knife that slices when you go towards suicide and die? Blow your brains out, guide the gun up to the side of your head and boom, you're dead. Infrared beam like hedge clippers, you can't escape the dread, the severance that bled. Take your sense up a step if God will lend you the daily bread. To pay rent for a shed and have 10 to spend on Bess and Son, Greg, bail money, or to college, we don't know yet. He carries a tech and his life is a wreck because he's a sex addict at best with debt. That's why he crept in a Corvette and tried to hotwire it. Cops spied in and locked him up in a fiery pit. Hell, they say, is a well away and it dwells ready to take prisoners, and wisdom hurts knowing there your life is flowing in despair without care. Rolling into Satan's lair, tainted air everywhere, boiling forsaken bear awakens of flares of flames and they drain your face and rank you for your taste till you're vacant or worse wastes. Dipping in the paint to make naked ladies, quite frankly, they're dainty and say spank me, janky, snaky needs a hanky. Trace me with your shaky hand, space between each gland like a fakey romance between a gay kink and a man, like that Drake sings and M&M's in a band, that jakey upper hand in a lake scene with the gals. It's brave to make people stand, spray rubber bands in a wavy strut toward land. Maybe the grain speed cups her ass, perhaps her lap is a laugh away from mastered, each flap of her ear gapped by her cap. Facts that each draft is a craft of an absence of what I have, zapped into the pact that distracts my path into wrath, into a graph, lashes for my passion to gradually fathom a tear so near, and in fear of what I've become, numb to my own sneer toward drunk years, fumbling beers, and once veering off the road, but I was stoned, geared it into a boat. It was weird, must have drove to a shore during my hallucination, surprised I wasn't more doomed than graceless. Soon my grave will be digged, till then I'm zooming like a patient who flew cuckoo from the page list of ruined ancients that never left the nest and were booted from their cages and grew rageless. So they got a chance to advance in the group homes like saints did. Drew up an angel who was Jude from the Matrix, and the truth is she gained less because of lewd basics and cute wank sessions. Dudes who ain't dressed need new bank to mess with these huge date heifers, but they all a joke, they all broke. They can't pay for their phones, don't use soap, but hope for a soak into gold. Don't grope my woke mind and pretend you are me, cause you're all on dope. Taking my flows and poking my bones so your hocus pocus will evolve back to the bottom, you rotten squandering hobbits. Lotto got hoes rotten on the low, cause she hasn't been spotted though in a hot minute or so. She forgot the code of getting a lot of loaf. She's dropped into the mold, caught in the cold. Better get to flopping like them old folks. You're trotting while I'm smoldering, your pock while I'm holding guns. You're watching as I'm folding them pocket rockets for a bolder sum. Now I got the royal flush, stocking them, rocking them, and annoyed enough by her oh my gosh thoughts while I'm flooring the bug. Volkswagen Beetle, no the Bugatti. Ghosts paddling deeper for show, they haunting. Goats getting cheaper, no they still topping the charts. The hearts of everyone in Freddie's hunt for your Teddy's lungs isn't an art apart from Kelly's lungs gently hung up in her body cause Nellie's dumped for a Yeti hunt. Meeting the beating of these fleeting artists with guitar picks comes easy for these sleazy weenies with greedy meat eating breathing patterns. And they're just Twinkies who matter past the gather in saliva. It'll drive you nuts, deprived of such high stuff, cause your benign trust in wine sluts won't be the grind that erupts into a fine dust, a slimy huff behind the gust, prime cut, a line of the skunk, white and done, delight in one.